In this video, we're going to build the cage for the Nikon ZR, the base plate, the top handle, and the rest of the kit components. To start, we'll take the bottom of our cage and we'll align this locating pin with the locating pin hole on the bottom of the camera. This pinhole is plastic, so you actually need to sort of wiggle the metal pin in there. It's a very precise fit. So just kind of wiggle that a little bit. And then we'll take a 4mm Allen wrench and we'll tighten the screw that's in the center of this slot. You can't really see it, but it's there. So use that 4mm wrench and we'll just gently screw this down. We don't want to get it completely tight yet because we want this to wiggle just a little bit as we install the rest of the cage components. So we'll next add our vertical rods. And again, we'll use that same 4mm Allen wrench. And the rod's going to stick out just a little bit on the bottom. And we'll adjust that later. Get these snug. Okay. Next, we'll add our HDMI clamp if you want to use the HDMI clamp. So the door is here, and this has a friction mechanism built in here so that once we position this correctly, you can actually grab this and pull it out to put the dust cover back on when you're not using a cable. So to start, we'll actually pull this dust cover off, tuck it in there behind the rod. We'll swing this down, and then we're going to position the clamp so that it is centered over the HDMI opening. And we can test that by using a cable here. So before anything is tight, we'll actually just drop this cable in here. Might be a little bit hard for you guys to see. And then we'll tighten this down, and we can look and see if there's a gap in here at all. And that looks really nice. So we know that this cable and the clamp is in the right spot, and we have room for our USB access here. So what we'll do is we'll snug up this screw here, and that's a 4mm Allen wrench. But we're not going to crank it down because this is a friction clamp, and we want to be able to pull this out when we're not using it. So we'll loosen our clamp on our HDMI lock, pull the cable out, and now we can actually grab the knob and swing this out so that we can then replace our dust cover. And then you can swing this back. All right, next we'll do the top plate. Just drop this onto the rods. We'll get that flush with the top of the rods here. And then again with our 4mm Allen wrench, just tighten this down. And those can be fully tightened. The next thing we can do is add our shoe mount stabilizer piece here. So this is an optional item you can install, or if you have a microphone shock mount or something like that, you can just sort of forego using this. But to add this, we'll slide this in. We'll just gently snug this screw down. We want to make sure that two things happen here, that this screw is slightly tight and that this edge is aligned with the, is flush with the top plate here. So we'll just gently snug the screw down, almost no pressure. Then we'll take our 4mm screws here. We'll use a 3mm Allen wrench, and we will attach these to the top plate. And just gently screw those in, don't snug them up yet. Okay, so now that those are in place, we can actually tighten those completely. Those are nice and snug now. Then we'll go back and we will crank this one down. And we just do it in that order just so that we don't put any undue pressure on the shoe mount of the camera. Next, we can go back to our camera and our base plate here. And now that we know that everything is perfectly lined up, we can just finish tightening this camera screw with our 4mm Allen wrench there. Okay, the next thing is a lens adapter. And if you have a PL mount adapter or something you want to put on here, you can use this ARCA dovetail to slide forwards and backwards and add lens support posts. So this is a PL adapter. We'll just add to our rig here. That swings down. You can see that there's a 1/4-20 here, and that can be lined up with our ARCA dovetail. So we'll loosen these 4 screws. And in this case, since I'm actually going to pull this forwards, I need to remove these 2 back screws to let that travel happen. And we'll put those back in once we line it up. Okay. So now we'll slide this forwards, and I'll drop in our lens adapter post. I know this one is the short one because I've done this before, but if you need, there are 2 other lengths here. So this one goes in there. You can loosen this 4mm bolt on the front to let that pass. And now we can align this screw with the screw on the bottom of the lens adapter. So you can kind of see that there, how this is moving forwards and backwards. Once we find the center of the lens mount, we'll use a flathead screwdriver and thread this guy in. Just like that. The first thing we want to do is make sure that this post is tight on the lens adapter. The next thing we're going to do is make sure that this screw is snug. I'm putting pressure on here to make sure that this is flat against the cage, and then I'm going to snug that up. And then the last thing we're going to do is add the 2 screws back here. There's a lot of different screw holes here on the bottom, different positions. So I'm actually going to move these front ones up to a further forward set of holes here. And that's just so we can have the dovetail locked onto our base plate with pressure distributed nicely. A couple notes about the cage. The media door and battery door are the same thing, and that's on the bottom. So we have built in a lot of access to this door because changing memory cards when you have a fully built rig is difficult. And so we wanted to make sure you could get your fingers in here and access everything. So the card is easy to grab, the battery is easy to change, and that is true even when you add the base plate, which we'll do now. So to add the ARCA base plate, this just slides in. You can go forwards or backwards. So we'll just slide that in. Once you hear that pop, you know that it's locked on there. And then you can just find the right position for you and then lock this side thumb screw here. And even, again, with the base plate on, we wanted to make sure that this door opens. And that is the case. You can still pull your battery out without having to take your base plate off. So that's nice. Then next, we'll add our airy dovetail on the bottom that comes with the base plate. To do that, we want to make sure that this button is pressed in. So that stays there, and that means it's ready to receive a dovetail. That pop means it's on the dovetail. Now we can lock this thumb screw to keep that in place. These are rods. You know what to do with those. This is the top handle, and this has the airy 1/4-20 with locating pins adjacent. Our cage has the holes for the locating pins on all sides at 90-degree spacing here. So we have 4 pins here, and we can just install this right away. This goes on, and it can be done finger tight, which I think is plenty. Or you can go back and crank this down with a 4mm Allen wrench if you want some additional tightening there. You can also position this on the side of the cage. So there's a set here, if you want to do that. There's another screw, 1/4-20 screw with locating pins here. This one has 2 locating pin holes, so you would actually just take the top and bottom one off here if you wanted to put that side handle there. If you have the Nikon microphone and you want to use our cage, you can do that. This is a representation of the microphone. It wasn't available at the time of recording this, but you take the top plate off. You can install the microphone first. Just slide that in, and then you'd lock this knob. The next thing you can do is rotate the top plate 180 degrees so that the horseshoe shape is facing forward over the lens area. Another thing you can do with this cage, since these are 15mm rods, you can actually swap these out for any rod you might have left over. So this could go here. Then we can install our top plate in the original orientation and position that over the microphone. Or you could spin it around and have the horseshoe shape facing the lens like we had it earlier. But this adds a lot of versatility and options to your camera setup. Then we could stack on top of that even the bolt-on 1/4-20 handle here. So now we have the microphone, handle, and camera stack. It's quite tall. And that is the Nikon ZR in the cage.